Welcome back to Live with Gabby with me, Jenny Frost. Now, all morning I've been asking to hear about your amazing pets, and I've had loads of emails. Now, I'm joined by vet Joe Ingles alongside dog owner Errol Restel and teacher with a fantastic name, Maggie McManus. We're going to be talking through the pet stories in the papers in just a moment, but first, a very exciting announcement. The Dogs Trust Honours are an annual awards event that celebrates the relationships between owners and their dogs. And this year we've teamed up with the Dogs Trust to help them find the winner of the Dog Devotion Award. Joe, what are they looking for?
Well, the Dog Devotion Award is, as the name suggests, an award all about celebrating the link between dogs and what they can offer to people, and really dogs that have provided a lifeline for their owners, and whether that be emotional, perhaps helping someone through a condition such as depression or another emotional issue, or a physical problem. I mean, there's so many wonderful dogs out there who help with everyday tasks, you know, unloading the washing machine, answering the door, alerting people, helping them cross the road, all those kind of ways in which our canine companions make a real difference to people's lives.
Fantastic. And we've got last year's winners here now. We've got Barney, Wiz and Tully with us this morning. Hello, guys. They're not going to answer because they're dogs. But we've got their owner here. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks. Good morning.
And Maggie McManus, a teacher who has been working with bringing the dogs into the schools. Tell us how this has been working.
Well, we started this about 2 years ago. Errol and I got our heads together about looking at the impact that dogs have on humans. And I work with kids with social and emotional difficulties in East Galbraith and in Old Colwyn in North Wales. And Errol agreed that she was going to bring the dogs in to meet the kids and do some work. And we developed a curriculum from there because she feels very passionately about the fact that, you know, dogs can have a huge impact on people's confidence, their anxieties, relieving stress. So for kids like the ones I work with, that's had an immense impact. So in over 2 years we've seen some fantastic results, some huge differences for the kids.
Can you give us some examples of how the dogs have helped particular students?
Well, certainly, last year at the honours we had a Year 11 pupil with us who, previous to working with the dogs, wasn't attending school, was, you know, on the wrong side of a lot of things, and completed school as a result of it. That was the impetus for her to, you know, carry on and come to school, and she left with GCSEs and she's now at college. So we were really proud of that, and she was with us to collect the award last year, which was brilliant. Got kids with specific learning difficulties, one in particular who couldn't actually be assessed to find out what support he needed because he couldn't cope with the assessment procedure. So I worked with him on that and helped him do practice assessments, and eventually he was actually able to undergo the assessments with the educational psychologist, and as a result we've now got the correct support in place for him. So really pleased with it all.
Whose idea was it to bring the dogs in?
It started off, I was doing a demonstration with the dogs that Maggie was at for something else, and she said, could you bring the dogs in for a skills day at the school I work at? I didn't know she was a teacher, she didn't know I handled dogs. And I took them in just for a skills day, just for something different for the kids to see.
Wiz! She takes over everything. She's gorgeous. Now also, to explain to me how this works, the dogs have also helped the kids how to read?
Yeah, we developed things, it's called a Bud programme, and it started off as a curriculum, but it develops into what we call Bud Read. And
I think Wiz is in love with you, Maggie.
It's mutual. And we actually have an area set aside now where a lot of the kids who I work with, they really do lack confidence, and it comes out in different ways. So, and one of the things is reading. If they can't read, they can't access the curriculum. They can read, but they haven't got the confidence to do it. So, reading with the dogs reduces the stress. They have the dog on the knee, they're stroking the dog, so that is actually proved to reduce anxiety.
And I mean, is it something that when you're reading to a dog, there's no judgment there? You can read to a dog and they don't care whether you're getting it right or not. So they're a kind of non-judgmental partner.
Yeah, and the kids really recognise that, and you know, they will choose to read with a particular dog. You know, some of them have favourites, some of them just love them all. And because it reduces their anxiety, they are then confident to read. I had one 15-year-old lad who'd never read out in class, ever, in his whole academic career. And he did about 3 reading sessions with the dogs, and then he came into the classroom and said, I read out in science.
Oh,
it was amazing.
Lovely. Now, Errol, how proud were you when you won the award? Or the dogs won the award?
It's fantastic that they're recognised for the good they give to the community, because with all of the recent dog laws and the number of places where you have to put your dog on the lead, you know, I agree with a lot of them, but we also still need to give our dogs freedoms, freedom to exercise, freedom to socialise with people and other animals, because we've got a lot of behaviour problems coming about because children just don't know how to be around dogs. So for somebody to recognise that we're fulfilling a need, that children need to understand how to behave with dogs, and dogs need to understand the movements that children have.
And camera positions.
Yeah. When's the next one of me coming along?
Thank you so much for coming in, guys. Now, well, if you think... Budgie, the singing dog from Britain's Got Talent, has been apparently suffering from stress and anxiety.
It's a hard life being a dog, isn't it? I mean, know it from these guys. But I think it is, because if we do exploit, and I don't think exploit is the wrong word, but we exploit our dogs for, you know, casing them to go onto a TV talent show or whatever the reason might be, we have to make sure that they are living a lifestyle which isn't causing stress and anxiety. And dogs, you know, they have needs and they have routines and they need to be looked after sensitively. And I think if you're putting a dog through all the, you know, being on camera and going through probably a punishing regime of appearances, then it may well cause stress and anxiety. And it's something that not just owners of famous dogs need to be aware of. Any dog can get depressed or anxious. Signs you can look out for: sort of nibbling the feet, chewing, going off food, losing weight. All those kind of things are alarm bells, and you might have to think, is there something in my dog's routine or daily life or environment which is causing stress? And then get some help and get something done about it.
OK, well, so keep an eye on your pets, please. And apparently nearly 6 million cats and dogs in Britain are obese.
It's shocking. I mean, it is the most serious preventable health problem that we face in this country. I said a third of all dogs are obese or overweight and a quarter of all cats. So that's a massive amount.
My dog's a bit fat.
And it's so easy. People sort of laugh it off. They go, oh, he's a bit chubby. You know, so I'm going to tick you off here.
He's on light dog food. He has lots of exercise, but he's just a big dog.
I mean, we hear that so often in the show. Oh, he's just a big dog. He's big boned.
Oh, he's not big boned. He's fat, but we don't know what to do
But I mean, with pets, you know, it is generally fairly simple. They only get their food from us, so it's our fault, not the dog's fault. They don't raid the fridge. So, you know, look about what you're feeding them. Don't feed them tidbits and snacks and bits of cheese and unhealthy treats. Feed them healthy food and get out there and exercise them more, and you will have a dog with the right weight. OK, no more cheese for you, Fernando. Well, thank you. Thanks, guys, for coming in. Really, really appreciate it. Keith, so what's next for the doggies?
Well, I just disagree with that.
Go on.
I'm so sorry.
What do you disagree with?
I don't have any overweight dogs. I own 6 dogs, and all my dogs are positively reinforced, trained, clicker trained. And mostly trainers use treats for that. And take away some of their daily food, but don't suggest that people shouldn't use treats. Dogs should always be rewarded for anything they do.
Absolutely, I agree with that, but a healthy treat.
So much for coming in today. All my guests have been fantastic. Gabby's back tomorrow and she'll be joined by Cagney and Lacey star Time Daily and Celebrity MasterChef winner Lisa Faulkner. We'll be making some delicious Easter treats with chocolatier Paul A. Young, and Katie Hill will be telling us how to lay on the perfect Easter egg hunt. And you'll be blown away by hyper-realist artist Paul Caden. That's all that tomorrow and more with Gabby, 11:10, Channel 5. No more arguing, OK?